freaking trying to be here all night. I got things to do.
You ain't got shit to do.
Yeah, I got to go to work tomorrow.
You gotta go to work. That's tomorrow, bro. That ain't right now.
Yeah, I need my rest, bro.
As soon as I start seeing this the COD mob shit on the chat, I know what you got to do after. I know what's up.
No, I played earlier.
Nah, but as soon as I start seeing it, I know you got a little group up right there. That's code for hurry up, finish the live. It's time to play some field game.
Dig, so like, it's crazy. I can't act just,
I know the code words, bro. I know that shit.
What are the code words? What is COD mob? They're shouting each other, right?
Yeah. There's certain people in the COD mob. That means hurry up with the live blow when we want you to play. We want to play games.
That's not what it means. They're shouting.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, you just don't want nobody knowing your code words. That's what it is.
There's what am I doing? What are you saying that there's code words? What is this, like undercover work? I ain't doing no undercover
work.
Work.
It's undercover. You guys got your little thing on. You got your little Illuminati.
We get together.
Yo, D.
Hey, look, to be honest with you, I don't even play with them fools except for on the weekend.
I hope you got it. Oh, now they fools, though.
I do not get shit.
Hey, Gabe, how come you ain't over there? Hey, Gabe, how come you ain't? I thought I seen you on CNN, bro, on a bike to lighten up a riot or something.
Man, fuck that shit, dog.
Where's that at? Bayou? Is that Bayou?
It's by me. It's right by me. It's everywhere. It's everywhere over here.
Everywhere? Oh shit! They getting down in there.
I kind of seen something about it, but like I haven't what exactly is going on?
They're just picking up everybody, picking up people at random, dog. They're just
the ice is getting a little crazy. And
they're fucking leaving cars in the middle of the street and just taking people, dog. Like they're leaving the people's cars in the middle of the street, waiting for them. Like they'll take care of that shit later on, but it's getting pretty.
They're going into schools, dude. They're going into schools to give people, and then your president went and put out the.
Our president. It's not just mine. I didn't vote. I didn't even vote.
I didn't vote for that. I didn't vote for that.
I didn't vote for shit.
Nah,
he puts out the National Guard.
Crazy situation right now. Though.
It's crazy situation. Nothing to talk about, right? But you protest, I'm fine with that. Get your word across in a civil way. But once you start burning shit and fucking it's a lost cause already, bro. Now, the dude that wanted to fight it, he's winning now. So your point's not made. Other people that are involved in your protest is there. And so they fucked up. It's fucked up. It's not a protest no more.
It's just crazy though, but shit, that's all politics. You know what I mean? That's what he's pushing right now. So it's like it's gotta be careful. Whoever's out there, and you just gotta be careful out there, man. You just make sure you guys are following certain pages that are, I guess, putting out little things, I guess, what to avoid and all that shit. But just be careful. Be careful.
Well, how do you avoid being Mexican?
No, what I mean is like avoid the areas where they're at right now heavy, because they're in some areas heavy as fuck right now. You know what I mean?
So it's not just right there by the where the ICE district is at, where their departments at. It's everywhere. Like, is that Riverside or is that something like different?
Yesterday they were literally like down the street from my sister's house. They are right here in Moreno Valley, which is the city right next to us. They were over there. They were in Riverside too. They were in Riverside fucking. So that's what I'm saying. They're leaving cars in the middle of the street. Some dude just got pulled out of his F-150, and then like I guess there was an unmarked car behind him. It was a red Challenger. It was like a red Dodge Challenger, dog. Like didn't even look like a cop car or anything like that. But threw him in the motherfucker, and that's it. Dog left this car in the middle of the street and took off. And fucking,
That's a trip.
It's crazy, but hey. Be careful, man. Just be careful out there, wherever it is.
Yeah.
If you're gonna go protest, be careful. If you're gonna fucking, if you're gonna be taken in or whatever like that too, be careful. Just be careful wherever, man.
But there's some dumbasses out there that are messing it up for a cause that's very important. You know what I mean? But
so
they actually had a visual of a dude with the spray can lighting a match inside of one of those vehicles that run by themselves and shit. They ain't got no driver. There's a bunch of them that just stopped. A bunch of them just stopped and they're lighting them on fire, fucking them all up. And then they showed a guy from a helicopter fucking he's the one lighting them up. That's not protesting, man. That's just fucking shit up.
There's always gonna be those, you know what I mean? Like I even believe that to a certain point that they send those people out there to make it look bad to you know what I mean too. You know what I mean? Sometimes those people are paid motherfuckers to go out there and fuck shit up just to make it, because they know the shit that's gonna be highlighted. There could be 1,000 good deeds that day, but they're gonna point out the one bad one. You know what I mean? So it's like that's just the way it is in these protests. They're never going to highlight any of the good shit. If there's like peaceful protests going down the street, they're not gonna highlight that one. They're gonna highlight the one that lit something on fire. They lit the car on fire.
Unfortunate, bro. Unfortunate.
Yeah, unfortunate, man. I pray for all those people, man, and just hopefully, the world's a little crazy.
People that are doing it right, the people that are doing it right, I dig with. I'm down for that. You know what I mean? Because that's fucked up what they're doing now. But if the bad shit that's happening on, you could be a good person and protect what you fighting for. But if you're just doing wild out shit, you don't belong there.
Yeah, I'm blessed.
You have a right to do that. You have a right to do that, and they're gonna take that right from you for bullshit that other people are doing that don't know that.
Oh yeah, dog, because
uneducated people.
It's just crazy because I know a lot of people like that. You know what I mean? Like Mexican. You know what I mean? Mexican to the bone. You know what I mean? So it's like know a lot of people that are probably that are really really stressed the fuck out right now, bro. Like you don't even know. Like I can't even imagine how stressed they are. Like they can't even really they're taking a risk every time they leave the fucking front door. That's how they're seeing it. Like every time they leave their front door, they're at risk of not coming back home. So it's like it's crazy because a lot of us American citizens, or you're not of Mexican descent or Latin descent, like take that shit for granted sometimes too, man. Like I can't until I talk to those people. Like obviously some of them could be in my family and all that shit too, but it's like it's just crazy listening to from their point of view, dog. It's fucking crazy, bro. Like it's like that's some stressful ass shit, especially when like a lot of the people that I've talked to too, like that I know are the breadwinners of their house. So you know what I mean? Like, and they're going out with responsibility basically to their own house right now, that they have to go out and work and they have to be at risk every fucking day. It's crazy, though. It's just crazy.
Well, I mean, just pray for the people that are actually I know we all have family members, you know what I mean, that are somewhat involved in stuff like that, man. So hopefully everybody kind of just makes it out the best way possible, you know what I mean? And
that's all we can hope for, really, dog. You know what I mean? But what I will say though, us as Mexicans, as much as I know that it's like if anybody gets deported or whatever it is, whatever the case may be, they're gonna get through it, dog. Like, because one thing I can tell you about Mexican people, dog, like they might be stressed in the moment or when the time comes, but they're not gonna let that shit just be the fucking that's just gonna be the downfall of their life. They're gonna make it either back by next week, or they're going to fucking make that shit. They're gonna just do something over there, dog. It's unfortunate what we're in, but like I'm just glad that we have that type of in our blood too, dog, because a lot of them are resilient, but it is a fucking fucked up situation right now.
Yeah. Well, I don't even know how to transition from that. To be honest with you,
very proud people, bro. We're very, very proud people, and it's gonna affect. If people are scared to do what they do for a living, and there's a bunch of them, it's gonna affect where we're at, especially where we live at. When we live that low, it's gonna affect the community that we live in drastically.
I understand that. I completely understand that. I mean,
I'm not feel it. They're gonna feel it.
It's not just Mexican or Latin people. It's everybody too. Yeah, it is Haitians, Jamaicans, everybody. Dog. Like there's a bunch of people like of Asian descent too. Like,
but it's the concentration.
Yeah, I just speak on my. Yeah, that's why I say I speak morally on more like my area, basically. You know what I mean? Because right here is heavily populated with, you know, Mexican American people, and it's just that's what we're seeing a lot of right now. But yeah, my heart goes out to all of them. Anybody's that's being affected by this shit.
Yeah. I mean,
Not let it be what it is.
years and years and years, man. Like, you know what I mean? People have came to this country, whether legally or illegally, whatever, not, however they got in here, but they've actually built this fucking country. If you go back to the way the country was or the world was, you know, back in when Christopher Columbus and all that shit, they came over here legally, and you know what I mean, implemented all kinds of different things and changed a bunch of stuff. So, you know what I mean? So it's like, it just sucks the way it is right now, because it's only going to hurt the economy. It's only going to hurt everybody else. And then it's going to put everybody against each other. Like, even for example, like the only way to divide and conquer is to get the people to go against people. So they make the basic. See, a lot of people don't understand that the fact of being here illegally is only a citation. And the first part of the citation is you have to actually, you know, you get the citation, you go in, you got a certain amount of time to fucking go fill out the paperwork. Now, once you fill out the paperwork, it takes years. But as long as you're contributing and so forth, that's the way it works, bro. But the thing is, it's like, they're trying to make everybody a criminal. And that's the whole thing. So
that's what it is too. Like, I even, like, I wasn't even totally against it when he was first talking about, you know, getting the guys out, getting the people out that are, you know, known fucking drug dealers or known murderers or known rapists or known, you know, child molesters. Get them the fuck out of here. I agree with all that shit. You know, get them out of here. We don't need them anywhere. We don't need them any part of the world, to be honest. You know what I mean? But it's like, I agree with all that shit. But sending them into schools, sending them into like the immigration office where they're trying to do better to like actually get a legal way of being here. Where they're like, you know, like it's just crazy at the grocery store where you're going out and buying, like, you know what I mean, just shit for your kids and shit. Like, it's just the way they're going about it is fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah,
but that's all.
Yeah, so
the way they're going about
it, but I mean, it is what's going on right now, bro. So I'm not really gonna try to, like, you know, start pinning comments on each other and stuff like that, man. I don't think.
Yeah.
I don't think. We all have our own opinion about it, but I don't want to start dividing us over here because we're already divided so much.
Well, we're gonna feel it, low, because we as people, as we're getting concentrated on, and it's gonna become to the people that were born here, bro. Generations of us were born here, so it's gonna be at that level. You know what I mean? So
correct.
Yeah, because he's talked about it. He's talked about even like,
and the dude at that level, bro. If you're born here, it doesn't matter. If your parents aren't, then it used to be like that. And now
that's what I mean.
Like, kids are losing their parents.
That, which I know that it'll never happen, because that's just, if that shit were to happen, then damn, this whole country is going to shit. But like, he's even talked about possibly taking the fucking papers of children who are born here, but their both parents were born over there. Like that's crazy. Like he's even trying to he's even talked about taking the ones from the ones that are actually born here. That's crazy to do.
The one that trips me out the most is that I've heard stories of where people have actually like came from Mexico, became citizens, and actually served in the military, did their thing, and deported. Yeah.
But yeah, man. But it's like, hopefully it gets better. Like, I don't want to harp on that shit too much, even though we should. Like I wish we could, but you know, a lot of our like. Politics and religion sometimes can divide a lot of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not trying to get into
people don't like it. We the people don't like Latino brothers.
Maybe you don't.
Right?
Something about religion and politics divides the best of friends sometimes. They can be the best of friends, but when it comes down to religion and politics, that shit will fucking break up the best of friends, to be honest. That's just, it's crazy. It's crazy.
Well, take our time and move forward, man. Just pray for the people that everybody in this world. I mean, like, there's this fucking comedian. He says this shit's funny. He's like, you think you're in America? Zoom out. Like, you know what I'm saying? Zoom out. Like, you know what I mean? You're not. You think these imaginary lines and stuff like that. Yes, I understand the perplexity of what it is and states and federal and all this stuff. But if you keep on zooming out, basically all of us have fingers, all of us have blood running through our veins. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter if you're from a different country or not. You know what I mean? If say, for example, you know what I mean? Just I don't want to put race on it either, but it's basically being.
You have to. You have to.
Well, see, I'm not.
You have
So
to.
this
There's
is
no
all
way
I'm
around it.
all I'm trying to say. We're all human beings, bro, and we're all trying to fucking make it in this crazy world, whether it's third world, this world, or whatever world. You know what I'm saying? So the fucking rules that they're putting up really doesn't necessarily mean. It really means nothing, bro. Like all this shit that we go through and everything like that, us loving the Raiders, bro. When we're dead and gone, it all means shit. So you know what I'm saying? So it's like when all this stuff, like, man, I had a great conversation yesterday. All this stuff that I've gotten here, my grandfather was fucking dual citizenship, right? He had family back in Mexico. The home that I'm living in right now, you see what I'm saying, was built on the back of fucking, immigrants or whatever, whatnot. You know what I mean? The guy that actually owned it ran the fucking railroad tracks here in Callaway, which was a wine associate, and he was an immigrant from fucking Italy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we're all tied into this, dude. We're all tied into this, no matter what. We have a president that has a wife that's fucking, you know what I mean, basically illegal. What does she provide? You know what I'm saying? Really nothing. So all this stuff, man, it can get really, really thick, really, really quick. And that's not what I'm here for. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you right now, Lo, and I'll tell you right now, this is the last time I'm gonna say this. This subject has been brought, and what is on CNN right now, because I'm watching it, is this.
I can't watch none of that
Latinos getting arrested, and then they're doing dumb shit now. But earlier, it was a good thing to protest. But this channel will not get blocked, for talking about Latinos are getting mistreated on the street. And getting, they're just driving. They're in the works of getting the citizenship, and then they get deported, and they got little babies at home, and they can't get taken care of, or can't get provided for. But if you mention one thing on what's going on in the Gaza Strip, I swear to God, this YouTube channel will be deleted in 1 minute. In 1 minute. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. If you go into any into depth or whatever like that, like shit,
if you go into any depth of that war,
you're done.
But it's okay to talk about bullshit about that. It's a joke. It's a joke because it's serious. It's a serious issue.
It's just a crazy situation too, because I think we the people even mentioned it too. Like he said, presidents have done this shit before. I think they have, and I don't deny that shit. Presidents that we never would think of too, but the thing is, with me, the only thing that I would say though is military for people. I'm not even talking about the president at this point. I'm just talking about like everything that's being pushed right now, media wise, everything is fucking divide. Like one fucking there's clearly one point of view and another point of view, and like if you're not on one, you hate the other. And that's the crazy part. Like before, you could argue about this shit and still go to the same barbecue the next day or whatever like that. Like now, you argue about it and it's like, fuck you, fuck your family, fuck everything you've ever fucking been, fuck fuck your whole bloodline. Like it's just like it's crazy if you just disagree with somebody, and that's the crazy part about it.
Yeah.
All right, what's up with the radio? What's up with the chat?
Yeah, let's go. Sorry to get a little political, man. We're just seeing a lot of shit going on in this world, so and we just gotta move on, man. You know what I mean? We gotta kind of just pray for it.
Just be careful. That's why I said earlier, like whatever side you're on right now, just be careful.
Yeah.
Because
just be careful.
Any little thing can be some crazy shit, dog. You can be a casualty of some stupid ass shit. That's it. So just be careful.
Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. There's fucking hundreds of fucking messages, bro. I'm gonna get through them as soon as I can. I'm just gonna slide through real quick. Shout out some of you guys in the building. Steve Penny in the building. Marcus, Gio, what's up? Hit Stick, Rock in the building. We the people. Anthony, M85, what up? Who else? Rock, Tubby, what's up, bro? Hopefully you're having a good one. Low Stephen A. Fucking shit. Alias Sanctuary State. Yep. John Leon, what up? What up, bro? Salute to you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one. Hopefully you had a good week.
Fucking day today, though, man. Today was a cool fucking day, to be honest. Today was a nice fucking day.
Look how hot as fuck over here.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. Yeah, Chewy, what up, bro? Salute to you, man.
Today was barely like almost reaching 90, so I'm just thankful for this weather right now because I know the heat is coming.
Okay,
so like,
good, bro. Billy Davis,
what's up? Be in the 80s still right now, though. That's totally
good.
Right
What's good, man?
Because I know come July, come August,
what up, Jerz?
I'm gonna be hoping we were in the 90s.
Yeah.
In the 90s fucking degrees. You know what I mean? Like right now, like it's cool. Once it starts getting to that 100, those triple digits, 110.
What's good, bro? Salute.
Dang.
Yeah. Hey, yo, check this out. Kendall, what's good, man? Salute to you, man. Hopefully you're having a good one.
Jack Kenner, what's up?
Hey, I got my flight. Let's go. Hey, Gabe, you know where we're fucking tailgating at on J-Lot?
Yeah.
You know this hotel's right behind that, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I already, bro, they're like $200 right behind it. On the same side, you can see the stadium. There's a Hilton.
You'll be over there with all the bed bugs, bro. You can get bed bugs.
Where I was at, like, right there. Not that close.
Yeah.
But it's like when we drove there for like the GPS said from the hotel to the Raiders Stadium last Saturday, it was 8 minutes.
Yeah, I seen that. I seen what you're talking about. Where that's at. But dude, it's like
it's the Silverton, basically. It's the Silverton. It's where Bass Pro Shops is at. I don't know if you when you're riding back.
I know exactly what we're talking about. I know where Silverton's at.
It's literally right there. It's that's that hotel, the Berkeley.
Delano.
Yeah.
Come on, tell me. Delano.
Bass Pro Shop.
Real talk. What's good, bro? Shout out 808, man. Canada, shut up.
Delano what? Delano what? Tell me. Delano what?
Nah, so are you guys gonna tailgate on the game opener?
What?
Are you guys tailgating?
Oh yeah.
Okay, well, shit. And then that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get the room.
Man, you going to the game? You ain't even taking me, low.
Great. I told you last week. I was like, "Hey, bro." I said, "You want to go to the Hope and Open?" You're like, "No."
It's all right, bro. It's all right. It's all right.
It's a last minute thing, bro. It's a last minute thing.
So you and Gabe are doing your thing again.
No, Gravy. I asked you last week. Do you want to go to the game?
I haven't got my ticket for that game yet either, dog. So don't worry. We'll get our tickets closer, and then
that's what I was saying.
Don't trip.
Don't be surprised if I pop up.
Man, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go, man. I already got my flight.
I haven't bought my ticket for that game yet either. Gravy. I haven't bought it yet either for that game.
I haven't. See, that's the thing. That's the thing. Like, look, if I get out there and whatever line, if I buy nosebleeds, bro, fuck it, we're going. I don't care. But that's the thing though. So like, look, I just booked that. The next thing I'm gonna book, I get paid again. I'm gonna get the room, and it's right there, bro. It's
paid, bro. Get paid.
No, I'm broke. Okay, I'm broke as shit, bro. But I'm gonna have a good time.
Little pin right here.
That's just dope.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, y'all make me one of my.
Hey, Joey, I got this one. When the baseball in 2008, I think when it's an old ass flag, bro. I gotta win. I moved my shit because the Fresno State Raider connected, bro. Ain't nobody got that shit.
Oh, it's two. It's a double flag. I thought it was two.
It's one flag. It's one flag, and it has Fresno State. I get you a USC one. I never know that lady still around.
That's a Derek Carr flag right there.
Nah, 2008. I think it was David.
You know Derek Carr has that flag. You know Derek Carr has that flag.
He has a Saints Bulldog one. He got a Saints Bulldog one. But when the baseball team, I was digging. If you remember that, Chewy, if you're old enough. 2008, Fresno State won the World Series baseball.
I think Fresno State.
I just
a big Fresno State fan, bro. He'll go back a game too. True Fresno boy. He's Fresno. Good. You gotta get him on the show, man.
I've been hearing a lot of fucking little things too about the shit we were talking about the other day too about
what?
Luciano, people are sounding that the AOC has a chance.
Bro, I just seen it again, bro. Like right before we started. Like,
but did you see what I posted on the Reddit on our chat and in the Hollow Squad?
No, I'm not in the Hollow Squad.
I might have seen it, but like
you're not in the Hollow Squad because you choose not to be.
Yeah, because I don't fuck with some of the people that are in there.
Well, you're not good enough fantasy player to be on the Hollow Squad. First of all,
yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. I'm not. I only won my other fucking league. I only won $1,600, but
I don't know nothing about that. I don't know nothing about that.
I do.
You were second in that. You were second to last on the Red Nation Live. Your fantasy league. You were second to last.
You wanted to fucking set up. I told you I only wanted to play one league, and you're like, no, let's do this league, do this league. I was like, all right, fucking set it up.
And who won that league? Who won that league?
I'm over here in my league with my brother-in-law, and Mikey and Miguel and all this shit. I'm the champion in that league.
Hey, what's good, bro?
That one, and shit, I'm still waiting for my ring. Mikey, if you're in the chat, dog, shit, I'm waiting on my ring, dog. My fantasy championship ring, dog.
Oh, you want with Mikey and them?
I didn't even bring one from. I didn't even buy a ring for myself, bro. See, on both my
I'm waiting on my ring, dog. I got my money. That was the most important, but I'm waiting on my ring, dog. You know what I mean?
You want the ring more than anything, huh?
Hey, you gotta tell me, you gonna do what you want to do? Radio Nation Live. We gotta do Radio Nation Live Fantasy League again. Yeah, you don't have to do it low. I'll run it, but it's gonna be.
Nah, Troy, I'm from over here. I'm from down over here in LA, dog. I'm from over here in LA. Fucking from actually right now I stay out here in Riverside, dog, just chilling. You know what I mean? But then my
Fresno boys and an LA guy together, working out together. Usually don't happen in real life, but it does on this show.
Yeah.
He knows. Chewy knows what's up with that.
Yeah, I know shit. Yeah, it's rare. That's what I'm saying. Rare. Fucking. You might not ever see this again.
We grown, man. We grown though, Chewy.
Yeah, it's just that, bro. That shit.
Hey, we went to Gabe's. He mentioned his brother-in-law's spot. I was nervous.
Oh.
I was nervous over there.
Yeah, nah.
As soon as I met him, right off the bat, they asked me, "Well, you was Miguel, Big Miguel." I go, "Come on, man."
I remember when
you already smashing on me. You're already smashing on me, Gravy. You from Fresno, so you did.
I remember the first time.
I love Miguel though too, dude.
That shit was funny. He was with his brother. Shout out Toto, bro. Fucking Toto.
Yeah.
What did he tell me? He's like, oh, I don't like people from Fresno. And I was like, I don't give a fuck. Like some shit like that. And we started laughing.
Where Gabe go? Got man. Gabe got man.
Right here.
Damn, Gabe. I'll kill out real quick. We talking about real quick.
I ain't trying to get involved.
I don't know what up.
He knows what's up. It's a past, Chewy, that I'm about. It's the past.
What up?
What up, 805? 805, my boy.
I mean, I've had my run-ins over there, but it's always a respect thing, dog. Like if there's a respect there from the beginning, dog. That's like it far exceeds that other shit, dog. But like, like especially when you're grown up, like I get it when you're fucking small, you're young, you're hot-headed, you're with the homies all the damn time, but like. Right now we're older. We fucking, you know what I mean? A little bit.
I'm a couple days away from a century, so you know what I mean. So I'm like, you know,
hey, I'm a couple of days. I'm a couple of days from getting some good shit at Danny's, bro.
That's 65
at Danny's, bro.
That's 65 or 50?
When is it? Is it 56?
55. It's 55 or 65.
Is it? I already get it then. I didn't even try it out.
I think it's 65. I don't know. I gotta check it out. Pops OG lays me on the track. Yeah. That's all it is, man. When it came down to like when we started doing all this shit, like it was crazy how it all like spun into what this is. Like we were just we're all bored during COVID. Everything just turned around. Yeah, COVID. You know, the Roni. And what ended up happening was we were just all looking at one thing, and that was a shield, bro. And then that's what it was. And then we just became cool after that. Fuck all the politicking, bro. Like I ain't worried about
that. Love for Gabe. Dude, Gabe was so dope in the content creator world before Radio Nation Live that people were crying because he left the show. People were crying because Gabe left the show, bro.
Oh, fuck.
I got on low. I got on low
That
and low
shit,
and
bro. That
OG.
shit
Was it
like,
low and OG?
damn, what the fuck?
Tres
Yeah.
pendejos or whatever it was, or three pendejos or something like
Told me that
that.
shit.
Dude,
I was
those
like, what
Pinellas. Shout out
the
Joe.
fuck?
Shout out Joe. Raider Joe, man. Raider Joe, original. He's the one that put me on.
Raider Joe's a Fresno too,
Joe.
Chewy. He's a big time content creator. Him and OG
Him, OG.
and Low.
Dennis.
Low, it was on there. I got on their show, and that's when
Mhm.
I first came out. Then I met Gabe through a bunch of other shit.
Yeah.
Gabe was
I had
always
my. I remember the whole thing. I had my name on it. It said Edward and everything. Like it was funny.
I was just straight up gravy, bro, for the gig. Raider
Yeah.
Gabe. Raider Gabe wasn't even. He was just Raider Gabe. He didn't even have the 420. That came later.
No, it was August 420. It was August 420, right?
It was
It was
Raider
just-
Gabe.
Raider Gabe at first
Oh, was it? Okay, shit.
for a little bit, yeah, but then the 420 came in for sure.
Hey, OG's back, man, talking shit and everything last night.
Is he?
man.
Let's go.
Yeah, you can see. I want to tell him at least he could get it. He got new eyes, bro. You can see how fucking sorry Derek Carr was. Instead of what he's doing. Replays of that, you can see how sorry
So
fucking
now you
Derek
started
Carr was.
rewatching the games.
While we were watching the game, Derek Carr fucked up.
Fuck this shit.
I was playing. I didn't say it to him, but I said it to him before. Navy vet, what's up, man? What's
Navy, what up, bro? Salute. Yeah, shit.
up, bro? What's,
But yeah, man, come on, Greg.
You
Let's
got-
go to the first game. Let's go to the game season opener. Let's go.
I'm
We're
down
gonna be
for
1-0.
it.
We're gonna get some Chargers. Let's go.
But Raina wants to go. I pushed my daughter out there. I say what's up. She's mad at Raina now.
Work
got-
it out. Look at. I'm gonna tell you right now. We work it out. We'll stay right there, right behind the fucking stadium, bro. They're cheap. I'm not gonna say the names, but like one was like for less than 200 after taxes, and that's just for the night. You know what I'm saying? If you gotta stay a little bit longer, obviously gonna be a little bit more. But bro, it's walking distance, and In-N-Out's right there, bro. That's my favorite spot. Just so after the game, In-N-Out, go back, take the free, jump on the fucking. I forgot what freeway it is. It's right there. Fly back home, bro. Simple. So.
That easy, huh?
Yeah, no, I'm saying with taxes. Yeah, well, it's not that easy. I'm just saying it's like my brother-in-law told me some real shit like last night. Like he just like, look, bro, like none of this shit, anything you can take with you, man. Just go enjoy what you can. Like, he's like, don't break yourself, but just enjoy the day. You know what I mean?
I want to
Fuck it.
kick
That's what
it,
I'm
bro.
gonna
I don't know if I'll take Raina. Nah, you don't need to be chilling with your dad.
Well, if you're gonna you catch the flight, bro, I'm leaving at 5:00 in the morning. So I got the flight leaves at 5:45. So
I'll be a stowaway on that plane ride. Well,
fuck it, bro. Put you in the fucking luggage. I'll fold you up in the luggage.
I'm not cool. I'm cool right there, bro. Just hang on, man. Just hang on.
Just one bag. All I'm
45
saying is
minutes.
one bag. That's it.
A 45-minute flight. I know what that is.
Today it's Navy. I'm smoking on some shit called Kong glue. It's just some some basically some glue, some GG4, some Gorilla glue, but this one's I guess they call it Kong glue because it's some big ass nugs. But it's
Oh, the game's on right now.
fire.
Yep. But yeah, man. So
Pacers, dog. The Pacers win the championship. That's gonna be crazy.
they look like they're fucking. I was watching the highlights, bro. Fucking guys.
That
That
fucking
What's that one
Halliburton
name? The
kid,
beat.
man. That fucking
That game was crazy last
Halliburton.
week.
That just been all fucking crazy all playoffs, bro. Been hitting game buzzer beaters and all fucking
He
playoffs.
was
It's
doing
just
that shit when he played for the Kings, bro, when we got rid of him, dude. Well, we got Sabonis, but man, I don't want to get rid of Halliburton.
that is the Kings.
Yeah, he's a king, bro. I'm rooting for him.
No, what I mean is that is the Kings. They don't know what they have most of the time.
He wasn't tight like this though. He blossomed in the Pacers. So
Yeah,
hey.
he has got
What you
better.
saying about that AOC shit, bro? What you think about that, Lo? You need to get your. I watched the live. Me and Gabe was on it. You didn't say that much. You didn't say that much about the Aiden O'Connell boost.
I think,
Bro,
I think
I
Alon's a
I
closet
think that- I
AOC
think-
fan now.
I think that the guy that has 15,000 followers, 15,000. I looked at that shit on Instagram. He has 15,000 followers, bro. I barely got 2. I don't even think I got 2. And this dude is literally like,
The reason for that.
like I'm like, yo, what the?
What up, Loud Dog?
With all those followers, bro, He must be saying something right. So I'm backing him up, bro. AOC is gonna start over Gino, bro.
Get the fuck out of here with that shit. How you do this? How you do that shit? Look at the fucking shit. Yeah, what's up? We got a G&G show. Oh, get back in the line now. Get back over there. Get back in the line now instead of.
Damn, dog.
No, I'm fucking with you, bro.
Explain yourself how. Explain yourself now how.
No. Listen. No.
I know you're messing around, right?
No, I know. I'm completely fucking joking, bro. I'm completely joking. I'm thinking Miller's gonna actually fucking be second string compared to. And it's fucked up because like I would rather have Miller do that because he actually looks like he knows how to play ball. AOC knows how to throw the ball. That's it. They're putting videos up of that last quarter drive in fucking LA with fucking what's his name with DA making that one catch. You know what I mean? 4th down and like 12 or some shit and made that miraculous fucking catch. You know what I'm saying? Like all these throws, they had to be like miraculous catches, except for one over the middle, like on that post pattern to Tucker. Like, bro,
DK, what do you mean, DK? You talking about Gino?
DA. My bad.
Oh, the game we went to, the first game that we went to, where they rushed for 272 yards against us and we lost.
No. We didn't. No. When AOC had that. Oh yeah, that was that.
Oh well, no, that was the last game we went to. No, that was the game he got sacked 7 times. Was that game?
Yeah, that game.
He held on to the ball so long. He got all right.
Yeah, that game. He got sacked 7 times and almost fucking won, but he kept on. He did the same exact play and got the interception on the bottom side of the.
Oh, the almost O'Connell. There you go. Almost O'Connell. He almost beat Kansas City. He almost beat the Chargers that time. Man. Okay.
But see, the thing is, though, now Hondo is over there adding to it. I'm like, bro, like I guess it's one of those things, bro. There's really, how can I say this? The quarterback controversy for the Raiders has been a fucking thing, right?
It's not a controversy.
But it always has been a thing. And I'm not sitting there. I'm sitting there. This is what I'm trying to say. These motherfuckers out here are basically trying to put some shit out there just so they can get fucking somebody talking.
But when you're wrong and you know it, there isn't a competition out there.
Oh, of course not.
What the fuck are we talking about? Bro?
Yeah.
I bring it up because I don't want to talk about it, but I will. But I'm just gonna say the same shit. People can say, "But how?" You're asking that I'm delusional for saying that AOC is a backup when he is a backup.
No, he is a backup.
And I don't understand what bringing up stats and all this bullshit. It doesn't matter to me. I've seen them. We've seen them.
Yeah.
We went 4. Oh my god.
Okay. Let's talk about it like this.
You can say AOC. Look, Lo. Let me explain this to you. You can't say. I'm sorry, bro. You can't say AOC.
You asked me to say some shit.
I'm sorry, but just remember. Don't forget it. He can't because I'll forget if I hold on. I'll forget. But see, I fucking forgot it. Anyways, wait. I got it. You can't blame Minshew. He had the same shit, bro. He had Getsy. He had these other motherfuckers in there, and then we bashed. He played like shit. Both of them did. You know what I mean? And the little bright light we had for last year was Aiden O'Connell, but he didn't win no games, bro. That's what it boils down to. It boils down to winning football games. He almost beat Kansas City. Well, that's almost. If you live your life almost, then you ain't gonna be fucking successful. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how we don't get there.
I almost won the lottery, but I didn't buy a ticket.
Exactly, bro. The only one that wins shit around here is Gabe. He's the one that get to go free concerts with mega stars and shit. We don't get that.
You're not O'Connell 420.
You know yeah, bro. I'm fucked, bro. I can't motivate.
Cherries. Oh, gravy. Oh, they bleeped them. Oh, you're back.
All right. I can't motivate myself.
Real quick.
Dave, what's up, bro?
All right, what's going on, bro? The Fresno boy right there. Back to back Fresno guys in the chat.
Oh, yeah, all eyes.
He,
The same guy that
he-
thinks ALC is starting thought Zamir was going to get 1,600 rushing yards.
I seen that dude doing that.
Damn.
Then he pops out, and says Geno Smith opened up some eyes the next day. The next day, that Geno popping up some eyes and all this. And he started that, right? That's what I seen. Josh, he started that shit.
I told you guys though, he's just throwing shit on the wall, see what sticks.
Oh,
I don't know.
and the cool part about it, it's sticking. So that means like, why are you guys even in? Like, see, I know who it is. Gravy knows who it is. Gabe, you know who it is?
Yeah,
Saying all this shit.
I seen it first before homeboy even. I seen it from other people, bro. Some other delusional people that are stuck in these old losing ways that are used to that shit, bro. That are used to this mediocre shit. I'm done with that, bro. Even saying, a lot of people are in here saying, "Oh, Thornton on one side and Bash right here." The rookies, bro. We're depending on these rookies to be all out, and they're gonna make rookie mistakes. And then what are we gonna say?
People who wear their drawers.
Oh, it's his first year. We're gonna make excuses for the kid.
Yeah.
We should have got somebody. We should have got people to put in their place to see what's up.
That's fucking hilarious. Shout out Luna, bro. I was with that shit.
I have
What do
faith
you
in the
think?
rookies, but I like that. I like that we have Jacoby and Bowers though, right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Those are the guys that we're gonna have to count on. And from their last year, you know what I mean, with the quarterback play that they had last year, that's what gives me more confidence in Besh and Thornton and Genty because Genty just because that's Genty. I haven't seen a running back like that in a while. But the reason why I have a little bit more faith in like Thornton and Besh and shit like that is because Bowers came into the league, I think
Lando, what's up?
That dude came into the league running, he hit the ground running, and I think he's gonna get better, you know what I mean, especially with Geno back there, which I think makes the game a little bit easier for like a Besh and shit like that. He's not gonna be asked to come in and right away be like that super like productive player because you have I think Jacoby's not a traditional number one, but he accumulates stats, you know what I mean, and I think he'll be able to have Besh kind of ease along a little bit easier, but I do see what you mean when a lot of people are putting a lot of saying that they're going to go their way, but I mean I do think
both of them, and they're gonna have good seasons because they're gonna play, Gabe. And I've always said, bro,
Besh more than Thornton. I think Thornton's gonna be a great weapon. Bro. I think Thornton's gonna be a great weapon, but Thornton's gonna take a little bit of developing.
Yeah, I'm gonna say about a good by the end of the season. Yeah.
But Besh,
people are fancying him in.
I think Besh is gonna be pretty good right away, bro.
Don't overdo these guys because you're gonna get pissed off,
No,
especially Thornton. Where Thornton was picked, and we go, oh, he should have got picked. He needs to gain weight and all this shit. But he's in a. I love what I'm
hearing from him.
He's balling out. Okay, he's balling out in these tryouts and all that. I mean, in the camp. But we as a nation, we see these rookies. Oh, they're gonna ball out. They're gonna ball out. This is Zamir White's year. He's gonna ball out and all this shit. Where on the unders, holding my breath, I'm saying, nah, it ain't gonna happen.
I think you're gonna hear that more now, though, Gravy, especially because, shit, look at last year. We had two rookies that balled out. Rookies that balled out, Bowers and Powers. You know what I mean? Balled out. And shit, if you could have two of those guys ball out this year, which I think it's gonna be Genty and Besh, but like, who knows? These are the guys that we also keep saying that we like these other picks, so. I don't know, man. Like Glaze also had a cool little rookie year too. So, if we can have three players hit again, shit, that's cool. But shit, I think that we have the possibility of hitting on a little bit more picks. Like I like this draft class better than last year. As much as I like Bowers and shit like that, though, too. I like those picks, Bowers and Powers. But I like Genty too. I like Besh. I like Thornton. I like our offensive linemen. So it's like.
Those guys are the ones that I'm more interested in than anything is those two offensive linemen.
Yeah.
That's the one. and the one and Tonka to upgrade himself. You know, that dude was a 3rd round pick, bro.
Mm-hmm.
He was a 3rd round pick. So in my vision, as picks go on, he's expected to play. I expect him to get into the game, bro, quickly. Right. You know, if they rotate him like that, or somebody gets hurt or fucks up, he's gonna be the first guy out there, man. So he's gonna have the offensive linemen have to learn on the quick because we got problems there.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know. I'm just like holding back on being over expectations of these guys because it's never happened, bro. Except, you know, last year we've had 2 great drafts and it's going to benefit us, you know, but these guys are rookies. They're going to make rookie mistakes and we have to accept that instead of start saying, oh, they're trash. You know what I mean? Genty, all over expectations on what I'm seeing from people. It's just get a running game, bro. Yeah. We didn't have none of that. Sure. You know, the dude gets first downs and get in the end zone. You depend on your running back to get in the end zone. Yeah.
But I also will agree though too, Gravy, like with some people that say he is the number 6 pick. So to a certain degree, he has to ball out to a certain degree. You know what I mean?
He has to produce. I understand that, Gabe. But people are saying he's a bust if he don't get 1,600 yards rushing. Come on, man.
That's crazy.
Come on, bro.
That's crazy, though. Like, you know, it's also perspective type thing too. Like, I think though, like, we gotta also see who the message is coming from. Like, who's the messenger in most of these cases? That's the thing too. Like, that's why sometimes I be like, I don't even take like the AOC thing. Like, I was willing to bet a stack on that motherfucker, like easy. As soon as I heard that shit from who was saying it, like I'm willing to bet that shit, dog. Like it's because it's just a bunch of nonsense, and that's why I say look at the messenger first, and then take it. And that's why sometimes when I see who the messenger is, I'll just say, I'll take it with a grain of salt.
Yeah. Like, I mean, I just don't understand how most of the content creators, some of these people, a few aren't really even fucking thinking about this. It's not even a fucking conversation within their realms, I guess. No, there's a lot of people that aren't bringing this up. The only reason why they're bringing it up is because other people are bringing it up, and then it's kind of like just rolling downhill, bro. There's no fucking truth to it. AOC's not gonna be. He won't start over any. So they're basically stating that like you can go take AOC, and the last thing I heard that he's equivalent to Josh Allen. Get the fuck out of here. Yeah, that's one of the last ones. That's one of the last ones. So let's trade. Okay, if that's the case, then let's trade AOC to fucking the Bills, and the Bills will be like, you know what? You're fucking right. He's gonna be better than Josh Allen because he started 5-6, but then yet he went 7-1. What the fuck is it?
Well, he didn't go 7. I'm trying to look for that.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. But Josh Allen, his first year,
I've been trying to look for that.
Right. So yeah, I don't. So me personally, I like AOC. I like the fact that he came in and did what he had to do and he tried. He was a Raider. He's a Raider. But he's not a fucking starter, bro. We got feedback? That's why
sometimes when I see who the messenger is, I'll just say, I'll take it.
That's Gabe. Gabe, you got feedback.
Most of the content creators. Yeah, sorry about that. So,
what is the leases? We'll put on what the lose. I can't see.
You see the play that Genty and Brandon Camp rolled out to his right. Genty went to the left and said, "Oh yeah."
Oh, good running catch right there, bro.
Yeah. It seemed
catch the ball.
I hated that narrative that he could like. All he could do is. Some people were trying to say that all he could do is run the ball. Like that's crazy.
He didn't need to, man. He was balling out, running the ball at boys.
No, but what I mean is like they only seen this year because they were only like I guess they don't. You can tell that they don't really watch college football that much because, bro, last year he had literally almost like 700 yards receiving the ball. This year was a different task, they were trying to break history. Now, like you could tell every game they were going out there with the mindset of trying to break history. They were trying to break Barry Sanders' record.
Yeah. You got shorted there, but mobile. Then that's the thing. That's the problem I have, Lone, and you know it, bro. That you gotta be able to do that, and You got to be able to get out the way, bro. I bet you Geno Smith ain't got sacked 7 times for hanging on the football because he knows he can't run, bro. Maybe, I don't know.
Were we at that game? We were at that game, right?
Yes, we were at that game.
He got sacked 6-7 times.
Yep.
He still had
The dude had Josh Jacobs, dude. The dude had Josh Jacobs there.
He still had a chance to win the game at the end because our defense kept us in and Josh Jacobs, and he fucking still threw an interception in the end zone to Asante Samuel Jr.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I don't want to be dealing with his ass in the game with Asante Samuel because Asante Samuel read it. Well, fuck, it was right in front of me and low where we were sitting at.
Yeah,
I remember seeing the whole fucking thing in slow motion. Just like I've seen so much shit at SoFi, bro, that I can't take it. I can't.
But I blame that. I blame Aiden O'Connell for throwing it, but Jacoby Myers is the one that fucked that play up.
I thought it was DA. That was right there.
It was DA and Jacoby. Jacoby went in motion.
Yeah.
They try to do a quick little screen, like
pick out.
The fuck pick. They try to do a little pick.
Pick play. Yeah.
Pick play to the out. And then,
he didn't. Yeah.
Asante Samuel read that shit.
Right, a guy like that don't read. A guy like that don't fly with Asante Samuel. He reads that shit.
But basically, the thing is, though, Gravy, you asked me what do I feel about it, bro, like on some real shit, because you said I didn't say anything about it. I think the where it's coming from is fucking bullshit. I think people are actually even entertaining the fact it's almost kind of like, look at how stupid this is. And it just got blown out of proportion to the fact to where it's like, it really means nothing. AOC.
To be honest, at the end of the day, he succeeded in what he wanted to do.
Yeah.
That dude that posted that shit, he succeeded in what he wanted to do, dog. Because I don't even think, as much as he's a dumbass, or like people think he's a dumbass, like I don't think he's dumb enough to think that AOC can fucking start over fucking Geno, dog. It's all for clicks and shit like that, dog. Like,
yeah.
What up,
I want to give him the benefit of the doubt about that shit, because there's no way you can believe that shit, dog. I can't see that shit.
Yeah, Rock says right here. To be fair, he have taken tanking as a McDummy as a rookie coach, so the kid may have developed some bad habits. You know what? That could be very, very true. But you got to understand, he had negative rushing yards in college, and how long was he in college? It was like almost 8 years. So those right there tell you exactly who he is. Even though he won a championship in college, he was like damn near fucking old enough to be some of those guys on the field's teacher, bro. Like, you know, he's
negative hundreds of yards for like 4
hundreds
years.
Of yards,
minus 100 yards.
Minus.
He could run an outside zone play. Fuck, he can't bootleg. Yeah. You know how long it would take this dude to do a bootleg? Great thing that chat that Loon did. You seen Geno Smith movement real fast, get out there and get that ball to Genty. That's play action, bro. A bootleg is a play action play. So he swings out in the flat, gets it while he's running, catches, boom, he's gone. Yeah. Right? Dude, it took Geno probably less than 3 seconds to get out there. If it's called, okay? If it's a bootleg is called for play action, usually that's what happens. If he rolls out, boom. It would take O'Connell 5 seconds just to get to the point to throw the fucking football.
That's why people watch professional wrestling.
We ran a 49-40.
AOC don't run those. Sacks added up to negative yards. That makes sense. Okay, listen.
Exactly.
Let me say this. Let me say this perfectly. And it just came to me right now. AOC will be a starter in the NFL in the 1980s.
Probably, yeah.
Because it was a different game. The quarterback didn't have to run. They didn't do certain things like that. It was a different fucking game. He is a great arm. He has.
Oh, that's good.
He can make NFL throws. That's what Gravy said when we drafted him. And I agree. Right? Cool. No biggie. But anything more than that, it's not going to work. It's not going to work. So Geno
nowadays,
Geno is our starter. AOC second for the time.
I'm cool with that.
That's it.
I'm cool with that. Let's start saying that.
That's it.
And let's jump on Geno's back, man, and
Yeah.
root for this dude. And quit saying this is.
I don't want to jump on his back. I
anything.
want to lift him up. There's a difference. I don't want to sit back and tell. You know what I mean? I want him to get used to whatever he needs to get used to. Understand?
He can handle that, bro. He's a veteran. He's a veteran. He's not an injury-prone dude. He's not glassy. You know, his resume wasn't good in the beginning, but look, man, he took Seattle good, bro. We didn't have guys like that.
Pushing the back.
We got a guy that's efficient, bro.
Yeah. No, agreed.
We gotta just roll with him. We could get better. We could draft a guy, our homegrown guy, but the dudes need to be athletes. If you got Chip Kelly, you have to. I blame Stu for signing up AOC in the nation. If you have Chip Kelly, you got what he runs. He's not gonna say, "Okay, I need to adapt to Aiden O'Connell." That's why they went and got. He had a problem with that. I can't do what I want to do with this dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know he had to say so to get these other two quarterbacks there. They move. They do things. That game, I watched that game against Montana and fucking. I watched that championship game, and these dudes were running all over the place, running fucking zone read. They had designed quarterback running plays for them. They could take off. They could move things. They could do things. They move the pocket. You stay in there with these defensive ends now and the way they design defenses, you're gonna get fucked up. You ain't gonna last. You're gonna get hurt.
So Raider Jeff, okay, all respect, bro. He was not. But didn't he have one of the best offensive lines, some of the best fucking players? And the thing is, though, I've never seen this ever. And when the year that he won a Super Bowl, he would fucking do some shit like this, and everyone starts talking about the things that he would do. As the ball is snapped, he would be talking to his tight ends, his running backs, whatever or not, cover two. Calling it out. The offensive line held him up. Now, if we're gonna give AOC, let me pull up a stat real quick. I want to see what AOC's average time. I'll look it up right now. I think he had like 5 seconds to throw the football. 5.6 seconds, like on average, to throw the football, and still couldn't make.
That offensive line was good as far as passing is concerned. Middle of
exactly. So let me see.
But Jeff, let me tell you something, bro. You can't even put a dick hair close to Aiden O'Connell and Tom Brady.
Yeah,
Tom Brady's release, his accuracy, and his mind of football then was as totally out of this universe compared to what Aiden O'Connell is. That just the dude, you can't. And people say, "Oh well, Josh Allen was 5-6 when he first started, or the first 17 games of AOC and Aiden O'Connell. That's all he played, bro. Aiden O'Connell's played 17 or 20 games." And then they're trying to compare Geno Smith's first 20 games and trying to compare it to make AOC right. You gotta dig that deep. Geno didn't start, and so it doesn't matter. He played for a different team. You can't the statistics of two different teams and different philosophies. You can't compare unless they played in the league 10 years on two good teams. Yes, we were a shit team when Aiden O'Connell was in there. He did the best he could, but bro, right now with the offensive coordinator we got and the coaches we got, he just let him sit there and develop. Maybe he might be the guy that you want, but he got fucked. Like, he got pushed in there. But if you were a good quarterback, it wouldn't have mattered. We make excuses for the guy.
Yeah,
but we don't realize what he really is. He's not even close. Not even. I don't even know why I'm saying them two together. AOC and Tom Brady. Tom Brady wasn't mobile, but he was best at everything. Besides that, number one in everything.
See, I wish I could find somewhere that
you will find a stat is gonna be in the bottom. He's in there for passing yards of the games he played or whatever. 20 games up, yeah, he's gonna be better than a lot of dudes, but that's just to pump him up, bro. Geno Smith's been in the league longer than him. They had way more passes than him, and they might be close, but you put yourself in a situation who you want at quarterback going into a game, a big game, playoff time. You want Geno Smith that can make things happen, or you want a dude that's gonna stand there, wait for the pocket to open, or wait for receivers to get open and get sacked? Because he ain't gonna be able to get you a first down. He did it, and he probably can, but he won't. If the put him against a defense, man. Put him against a swell defense. It ain't gonna happen. And the defense is in our division. The dude didn't win both them guys didn't win a division game. Put that stat up.
Some of these women weaves are made from the Virgin Daycare.
Virgin Daycare. Yeah, don't really compare him to fucking Brady.
Yeah.
And besides, look at the payroll of that of both teams. Look at the payroll of the offensive line for the New England Patriots, and look at the payroll of that's why he went there. The payroll of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers was probably top 5 or 3 in the league when Tom Brady was there. He ain't gonna go no slouch offensive line. You're gonna get protected for the way he was. But don't say, "Oh, AOC did have a good." You're comparing the two there. No way. Even with New England Patriot line or Tampa Bay line, they would have lost way more games if Tom Brady was there. Way more. He would have lost games for him with the shit he does.
Yeah, me, bro. Go back and look what I posted after that. Damn it. Okay.
Comparing to a different quarterback, Jeff. I know you know your shit. Comparing to a different dude.
Which part, bro? Hold on. You know what I got a running back Tweety, but look what he did. Okay. Nah, like, bro, like I it's conversation piece, bro.
He's not even close to or even
Drew. What up, Drew?
What up, my boy Drew? I'm gonna see you in a minute. Hey, but hey, the first game that Tom Brady went out there and played in, what'd he do? What'd he do as a young player? What'd he do?
Win the Super Bowl.
And then when AOC goes in his first game, what the fuck happened to him, bro? Why wasn't he ready? Think Tom Brady was ready?
Nope.
You think they want to win a Super Bowl with the other quarterback that was in there?
Not even that though. Like, even like when quarterbacks don't like do good, like because I know people will go around and say, well, Peyton Manning didn't start off good and all that shit. But the difference is that like you can see, dog. Like I think a person with their own eyes can see what the potential is of somebody. Peyton Manning was taking risks in his rookie year, but you knew he was gonna be good. You know what I mean? Like it was just like a matter of time till he got the speed of the game. Like it's just different, dog. Like AOC, I don't know anybody in their right mind can just be like, dog, that could be the best quarterback in the league. Nah, I don't see that in AOC. It's just I don't see that anyway.
You want to win? You want to win, or you want to make excuses for this guy to be good and move?
My thing is that like nobody in the Raider Nation was sitting back saying like, man, 4th round AOC, let's fucking go. Like everyone's like, who?
Exactly.
We're like who?
And like
now all of a sudden he's a savior. There's no fucking way.
You know what I mean? It's like I don't want to be like I have a hard time saying he's gonna be a great backup. I have a hard time saying he's gonna be a great backup. You know what I mean? And it's like
Oh man, we were talking a bunch of shit about you, Jeff. We were talking a bunch of shit about you right now. Thanks for the $2, homie. Thanks for the 93 cents, homie.
93 cents.
Oh no, that was 63. It spent 3 raises plus YouTube's 30%.
Yelling at you, bro. Thank you for the $2, bro. We already yelling at you, dog. Come on, man. It's not that serious. Not that serious. Nah.
You know how I am. You know how I am with this subject, Jeff. I don't care who throws stats at me or whatever. I just the love of this dude is like DC to me. The love for this dude to be successful is just like DC for me.
So okay, so let's talk about the two
Kansas
City games. Listen, let's talk about the 2 Kansas City games that he played against, right? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
The first one, the first time that he played against Kansas City, he put numbers up. The second one, he didn't do dick. He didn't do nothing. Then he turns around and has all these touchdowns. He had 4 touchdowns in one game in LA. After that, he had 0 touchdowns. After that, he had 1 touchdown. After that, he had like 2. Then maybe, he wasn't doing like it was in spurts and downtime games. And a lot of that shit.
He won that game 63 points in that game, right? Against a team that didn't love their coach, that gave up.
Gave
we ain't
up,
got a
right?
team like that. We ain't got a team like that, bro. Okay, he can shoot. He got 4 touchdowns. He threw for 340 yards against Kansas City. A good quarterback that throws for 340 yards, right? And the completion percentage that he had on that game, it wouldn't end up being 19-17 game. I would expect throw more to the. Why we only had 17 points? He threw for 340 yards. He threw for 1 touchdown. But you know what we were more happy about? He didn't throw any picks, and he almost won the game. It wasn't his fault. Now, so what? You still lost the game, bro. You threw for 340 yards. That means no production from the dude. Take a game over. That was Carr's problem. You had all these comebacks, but did you win? What happened? At the end, what happened?
Yep.
You cool with that? You cool with being down and having to come back, bust it, win a fucking game? Get out of here, man! Get out of that town and bust that. Let's go.
Yeah.
That's the guy I want. And we got a guy that's motivated like that. We just put him in his competition predicament. There's no competition. Get on that road. Get on that train. There's not a competition. Geno's. I don't give a fuck how much. I don't give a fuck. He can make fucking $10 for the Raiders. I don't give a shit. Geno Smith's a better athlete and a better quarterback. There ain't no comment.
Spytek ran is AI and AOC crossed him off the list.
Come on, B.
Yeah, look, AOC, man. Look, there's nothing personal. You worked your ass off to get to the NFL, and I'm not sitting there saying that like, you know, you ain't shit, nothing like that. You're just not a winning quarterback for this franchise that we've already seen 2 years of, regardless of how fucked up it is. So now we turn around and we fix the whole. We get out of that. We fixed the whole. We fixed everything that we need to do. We don't have a running game now. We do. Don't have offensive line. Make some fucking changes at the offensive line with JPJ, right? You know what I mean? We put fucking Parham to the right hand side with Cole Miller where he's fucking comfortable with. You know what I mean? He struggled because maybe the scheme that fucking Getsy came in and brought in, right? So all this stuff is getting fixed. Another receiver, 2 other receivers, right? We have all this stuff to make it work, and we're gonna go for a.
Who do we get those guys for, Gabe? Low. Who do we get those guys for? Who do we get that protection for? We didn't get it for fucking Aiden O'Connell and stuff like that.
No,
we didn't get those 2 receivers for Aiden O'Connell. We got those 2 receivers for
average 0.03 yards when he ran it. Yeah, so I'm over the fact about that whole ALC thing, man. He's probably gonna be 3rd string.
We'll see in the long run, bro. We'll see in the long run.
Yeah, no, I mean, not even the long run, bro. Like, how many years is he gonna need to develop? 10? What is that fool gonna be getting? SSDI on the sideline?
Maybe they'll get their wish. Maybe they get their wish 10 years in.
Yeah, I'm not waiting 10 years for that shit, bro. I'm rolling with Geno, bro. It's Geno, bro. I'm good. I'm not worried about nothing.
I've been saying this. I'm gonna be talking shit. I'm gonna be talking shit low until we start winning fucking football games, bro. I'm gonna be talking shit.
Of course. I wouldn't expect anything else, Raven. I wouldn't expect anything else.
I'm not a negative dude, bro. It's just they make it so hard. You know, it ain't hunky dory out there, fellas. It ain't.
We don't play that shit.
It ain't hunky dory for me. I'm not saying we suck, man. I'm not saying we're gonna look and be, but we're dependent on rookies, right? We're dependent on incoming free agents that didn't play a lot, that got hurt and cheat. You know, people like the cheap labor. That's fine if it works out. But I thought we had so much money that we could have did better at those areas. We signed the guys that we needed to, you know, at defensive line. But I get what he's doing, you know, defensively. But we got problems there too, bro. Our linebacker issue, our Wilkins issue. You know, he's a dominant, badass player, you know, that dominates a game, bro. He could dominate a game. And we're not, we could just throw Tyree Wilson in there and our 6th round pick Pagoose could go in there and take this guy's role. Nah, man, it's not gonna. Well, we're expecting a number 7 pick to be in a backup role. We're cool with that.
So basically, what it's trying to say is that fucking our number 1 pick what's who's our backup running back?
Number
Fucking,
9. Number 9.
no, I'm not talking about number 9. I'm just saying, look, with that logic, we're gonna turn around because Gino was picked at the early round, second round, right? The only reason he fouls because they felt like he was a certain type of player when he actually wasn't. You know what I mean? I think that draft when he came out, there's a lot of other players that are coming out. You know what I mean? So regardless of whatever, and they went different routes, right? But Gino was highly touted in college and also in fucking high school. So and he's been around everything. He knows the game. He's seen the ins and outs. He's studied behind a Super Bowl winning quarterback in Russell Wilson. You know what I mean? Was his backup? Was there for a lot of that 10 year? You know what I'm saying? No, was he? No, I don't think he was. Was he? 7 years, right?
About?
7 years.
What's up? Who, bro?
Was he back up to Russell Wilson when they won Super Bowl?
Nah, I think they brought him in
Afterwards, they brought him in
afterwards.
Yeah. So, but
they
still,
brought him in to be the starter, bro.
Right. But still, though, regardless of whatever, when he became the starter,
maybe.
So basically, let's do this. Let's do this.
I know the results. I just know the results that he was a borderline. He was winning fucking football games for Seattle, bro.
Yeah. But let's say this. He developed if AOC needs time to develop, then he needs to sit behind somebody like Gio. Because he needs to sit behind him, right? Like Gio fucking turned around and did behind all these other quarterbacks. You know what I'm saying? He got his start for a couple years, didn't work out with the Jets because they were a dysfunctional franchise. So let him sit back and look at how Gino came out of nowhere. You know what I mean? They wrote me off, but I didn't write back. You know what I mean?
He went to the Giants and didn't do shit.
Yeah, didn't do shit. You know what I mean? But he was behind a lot of good quarterbacks. Learned the system, learned how to get along in the NFL. When he got a shot, he got a shot. So let's put that shit to rest. If Aiden O'Connell's going to do that, let's give him about a good 5 years on the bench and just go from there, bro. And then we'll see what happens.
I hope it does, but not bro.
Gravy O'Connell.
I got a Rich Janet jersey, but I ain't gonna put O'Connell on.
Oh shit! Come on, man. But no, I
ain't got no Derek Carr. Hey, dude, I'll root for the dude who starts. I'll tell you that. But I'm gonna be not confident.
That's word.
I'm not gonna be confident. I said on the last live, bro, how confident you gonna be of Aiden O'Connell in this competition, this fantasy competition that they're in? If O'Connell starts at the beginning of the season, how confident are you gonna be in that first game compared to Gino? How confident are you going to be in all 17 games? Do you think we're going to be? You think from the beginning of the game, people are going to be saying the quarterback competition? Look at the teams we play. You think we're going to be a bright light at winning the quarterback? Talk? Nah. With Gino, at least a couple of games, he'll be the bad quarterback.
Yeah. Nah, because he's taking his time on the mobile quarterback who can perform. Chip Kelly says to put his ass on the practice squad where he belongs. Hey. I'm not mad at that. I'm not mad at that at all.
I gotta keep watching this meat.
Oh shit, you good. So yeah, Zamir White, that's what I was talking about. That's what we should do. If with the logic that everyone's talking about, we should fucking put Ashon Genty third down the row and just have Sincere McCormick start and Zamir White. That's what I think. That's what I think. That's gonna be easier, bro. It's gonna be easier for everybody.
We're gonna have a balanced offense. But I am more worried about that's why I'm not even tripping about the AOC thing anymore. Really, it's more. I'm like Gravy. I'm more worried about our secondary because I think the plan is to be like that aggressive defense, in the front, but. Especially with our safeties too.
There you go, the COD mobs. There you go, they're coming.
Especially because of the safeties, the way that they're, the way that they play too is just we're gonna rely a lot on our defensive line getting pressure, which that's gonna be predicated on health. And
yeah, I gotta go, guys.
Yeah. We're already starting to hear, kind of news from the, the working shit. So. Yeah, that thing it worries me a little bit on the defensive side, the back end, but I think we're gonna be a World Palace team on the offense side for sure.
I
All
think
right, well, let's talk about this. So, hey, Tubby and Mike. Apparently, when you guys say COD mob, it's code for me to get off because we're gonna.
go for it low to get off. You guys get ready, bang out.
So check this out. The year in 2013 when Gino got drafted, right? You know who the first quarterback that got drafted that year?
You'll try to with the dark.
You guys know who got drafted? The first quarterback that got drafted that year?
The year he was in there. What year was it?
2013.
Was it Carr?
No.
Well, he was
E.J.
drafted.
Manuel.
E.J. Manuel was dope in college.
Yeah. And then Geno Smith was the second quarterback drafted in that year. Because it was a different NFL. So, first, the number one overall pick was fucking Eric Fisher. Now, E.J. Manuel is not in the league no more. Half of these guys aren't even in the league no more. Kyle Long's gone.
E.J. Manuel was a backup quarterback for the
Xavier Rhodes. Yeah, and he was the first number one overall pick.
Was it E.J.
Oh,
Manuel?
no. He was the first quarterback picked in the 2013 draft, right? So Justin Hunter, nobody knows. Zach Ertz was picked over fucking Geno Smith.
Yeah, that was a bad year for quarterback.
Giovanni Bernard was picked over Geno Smith.
E.J. Manuel was the first quarterback, right? You said, and
yeah, E.J. Manuel. Yeah.
And he wasn't picked to like the 20-something pick, right? Like the quarterback. Yep. That was a bad year for quarterbacks.
Bad, horrible.
Hey, Gabe, didn't he play with us as backup for a little bit? Yep. E.J. Manuel played for us. I remember
that. Because he went through. Let me see how many other teams he went through. Let's find it real quick.
Yeah, imagine that first quarterback, like compared to like last year's fucking draft where there was 6 in the first 11 picks, 6 quarterbacks in the first 11 picks, compared to fucking that year the first quarterback was in the fucking 20-something.
Yeah.
Did you guys hear what? Since we're a quarterback, did you guys hear what Telesco said, bro?
Oh, he's crazy, bro. He
said, no, talk to me.
Oh, you think he's lying? You think he's lying, or what? Or just trying to make up some bullshit?
What happened? I didn't hear that. Talk to me.
He said,
bro.
He said that the only quarterback that was
rookie,
the only quarterback that was there to even go up for was Daniels, but what they wanted was way too much. And the thing is that AP wanted Daniels, and Telesco wasn't down with it, but he was down with it. The only guy that could be in there and start was Daniels.
That's crazy.
Not even Caleb or Bo Nix or Michael Penix, because everybody said we were going to pick Michael Penix. Remember? I wasn't with that, but we needed a quarterback, so I was down for Michael Penix. I wasn't a big Bo Nix fan, but he turned out to be all right. But he said he was down for it, but the what they wanted, he wanted to build the team. If he would have known that it was just for 1 year, that he was going to be there for 1 year, that if he knew that he was going to be there for 1 year, he would have did something and fucking got Daniels.
Damn. I don't even want to talk about that shit.
Everybody was saying that he told AP but he told AP because he wanted to build the team. He wanted to build it because he didn't know he was going to just be there for 1 year. And he didn't sound sour or nothing, but he made it. I didn't know I was going to be there for 1 year and just kind of make a joke about it. But he said that, bro. So I don't know if that changes anybody else's mind. He had a pretty good damn draft, though.
Yeah. Yeah,
we got 3 guys playing.
Yeah. I'm not saying that.
We top it with this one. But
look about it. Think about it like this, man. Moving forward and stuff like that, it is not going to be very, very hard. When you have thousands and thousands of fucking kids playing fucking ball out of the top 100, you're not going to pick some starters, bro. You know how easy that is? After that, after 3rd round and everything like that, those are like stories. You know what I'm saying? So the top 100 players, man, you're going to get some good players. You know what I mean?
Well,
except if you're a fucking Ziegler.
Yeah, Ziegler.
You know what I'm saying? So
Ziegler,
I'm You know why? I think this is the biggest reason why everyone's on this AOC, all this shit right now, right? I think the reason why is because there's nothing else to talk about, bro. Like it has to start some controversy. We're so used to controversy. We have a great coaching staff. We have a good guy with a great resume that's been around fucking the league for a long, long time. I didn't realize how long fucking what's his name has been around the league. Our GM right now. I can't think of his name off the top of my head. I was just
I
thinking
take you back a couple 20-something years.
yeah, 20 something years, bro. So
Yeah.
he knows the in and outs. He knows how to evaluate players, what they're looking for, knew how to have the conversations and stuff like that, man. I watched one of the interviews that he had, and a lot of the stuff that he was saying is like, man, I didn't really understand his background. You know what I mean? And you take the background, those 20 years and stuff like that, plus always having contact with Brady that was his college roommate or something like that, something to that effect, or they were friends or however, or backup quarterback, regardless of whatever, man. This guy's been in football for a long, long time. You know what I mean? So it's like the way we always wanted to build a team, that's what it is right now. That's the team. It looks good, man. But like Loon says and everyone else says, we can't fix it all in one fucking year. We can't.
You could do it.
You can try.
It can be done, Lo, with what you had before, and then what you bring in as far as a coaching staff. You get good guys. I'm starting to believe that last year was just a bunch of friendships and kick downs, and shit like that. That was going on, and I realized that later. But if your head coach is not in the know, and it just means so much, bro. And it's not like, Pete Carroll has a lot of decisions to make when he's picking a staff, and then he has to be all right with that. Are you doing the same thing that I want to do? And I think he's not gonna like strap. You could tell drafting, and I said this before, the game after McDaniels was fired, AP was in there. You could tell the difference of that defense when Patrick Graham had his way of doing things over there. Because we all knew that McDaniels was an offensive guy. He was an offensive coordinator calling the plays as a head coach. There's only certain people that could do that, Lo. There's only certain people that could do that. McDaniels wasn't one. I was happy, I was that McDaniels was there, because I thought that offense was going to be, was going to run good. Mm-hmm. Because his production of that for years, bro, for how many years was that offense dope? They had the best quarterback ever, for one, but the players he had, dude, he made great. Amendola and all those other guys, Gronk and all them, they wouldn't have been as good if they didn't have Tom Brady. And Tom Brady wasn't over there just calling plays by himself. He might have had the option to, but McDaniels was involved in that. We didn't get that from McDaniels. We got head coach and offensive. It wasn't fully just offense for him. He had to manage different people. He wasn't good at that.
Right.
And when you do shit like that, it takes away your time. You have to do a bunch of different shit than just working with offense. And that was his problem. But I don't think he was a good player guy. It doesn't matter if Pete Carroll goes up to you and says, "How you doing?" or whatever. Like, it's football, bro. It's your job. He's your boss, and you have to the respect factor of it. I don't think AP had the respect of the players. That's why they didn't let him down in the end. You know what I mean? They played for him at the end. But you can see when you lose respect, when players lose respect for you, the San Diego game when we beat them 63, that happens. When it's all lost, you lost everybody. Your philosophy ain't shit. They don't listen to nobody. Players are like that. But AP had the respect from his players, but the knowledge and the coaching staff of that, it just wasn't with what we were doing. And then you got that in wins and losses. The bad decisions you made, maybe it was bad personnel moves and things like that. But, we can't do that again. We have to, Pete Carroll needs to go in there and start changing shit. And it's a big change when you do it year by year by year. It affects your team as a whole. And I think what Telesco wanted to do, that he wanted to say, we need to get better in all areas. So I'm not going to waste all these picks just on the quarterback. But we loved AP so much that we blamed Telesco for not doing that, for not going up and get that quarterback. We wouldn't have got Bowers. We wouldn't have got JPJ. We wouldn't have been picking probably to the 4th round, bro. And in this year's draft, we wouldn't have got Besh. We would have been probably picking in the 3rd round again if we would have got McDaniels. And then the year after that, 2028, we would have probably been picking in the 2nd round. But maybe it benefited us. We got 5 good guys that are probably going to be playing in the NFL for a long time, doing what Telesco did, not doing that. We suffer at quarterback, but I think we're cool now. I'm confident in that.
Yeah.
And he did the best thing that we weren't good at, getting a running back. We needed a guy.
Yeah, we needed that for sure. That was important, very, very important.
We didn't need a defensive lineman, bro. We didn't need a defensive end. We needed a fucking running back.
We needed a running back.
The high. I'm glad we did that, and we're gonna benefit from that. Just because I would have took him to fucking God, man. If we were 10th, he still would have been there. Because that was our downfall last week. We didn't have anything. And when you're that bad at that area, you gotta respect Spike Tech and Pete Carroll for addressing it and making it a priority. And we have to roll with them. We have to roll with this guy. He's gonna play. We're gonna run the shit out of him. Good, because we need that. We need that. And then we topped it off with getting Mostar. We thought Mostar barely gonna make the team. Bullshit. You get that guy on the outside zone play, and he gets free. Oh my God, he's gone, man. Even at his age, there are not a lot of dudes that can snatch him up. There are not a lot of guys that are gonna go snatch him up. And you gotta know that, Lo. The Raider Nation has to know that. That running back room of what we got right now, we have Sincere McCormick. I like what he did. Zeus might be able to be productive just sitting behind and looking and seeing. We expected so much from Zeus.
Zeus might be a fucking camp cut, dog, to be honest.
And he played like it. We haven't heard any good thing. Ain't nobody saying pick up for Zeus. I just didn't like the way he was playing running back. But we could blame Getsy for that. We could blame why didn't we get a running back before that?
He's gonna have to show.
I Sincere McCormick Sincere McCormick, when he got the opportunity, he took care of business. But he got hurt, and he gets hurt a lot.
That's what I mean. Like, Zeus is gonna have to show that he can do something in this training camp, like right away, dog. Because I think he's on thin ice already. So it's like, if he don't show right away that he can be effective in this type of offense, which it don't look like it. This looks like the offense that he's not gonna be effective. I think he's probably gonna be a preseason type of cut, like one of those, those. I don't think he might make it to the end. He might not make it to the end.
Sometimes the big dudes don't mean shit.
No, for real.
Keep him around, man. You make a good special team player. Hustles and special teams. But wow, man. It was just like Madison last year. He came off the same situation. He got the opportunity to start from Minnesota. Got a little banged, a little yards, but what was expected of him didn't pan out. And then the Minnesota's always gunning and throwing the ball. They had the best receiver, one of the best receiving corps in the NFL. They leaned on that. They became one-dimensional. Because Madison wasn't doing shit. They suffered from it. We lost a lot of games because our running game wasn't there, bro. Mike's just topping it off, see?
Yep, I gotta go, guys.
That's cold time. That's cold right there for Low has to go.
Low has to go.
Yeah, I gotta go.
Yeah, you got all we need is Arkham. Arkham's the last one. If Arkham's watching, he can put COD mob on there. That's it. So
listen. Somebody, I'm gonna look up right here. I gotta go back up right here. It says right here, Rock. Why does Geno Smith have such a bad interception to TD ratio? 1.4 for every touchdown he throws. An interception is something.
I think it was his. I think the beginning of his career, but like I think you got to see it how his the trajectory of his career though too. Like I think at the beginning he was bad.
And
Beginning he was bad. Like he was throwing.
I was
He had
I was
seasons
gonna,
where he had like 9 touchdowns, 11 interceptions, where he had actually a minus, touchdown to interception ratio.
well, that's
I
exactly what I was gonna say. So that's seeing, and luckily there's all kinds of different websites you can go to, ChatGPT. I typed in, why does Geno have that whatever went on, and I was looking at all the different stats right now. The first year 2013 with the Jets, he had 21 interceptions to 12 touchdowns. Then he had 13 and 13, 2 and 1, 1 and 1, 1 and 0, 0, 0, 5 and 1. And when he went off in 2022, 30-11. All right. 20-9, 21-15. All right. So that first year of fucking the plus, that's what, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's going to look like that overall, man. But, the basis of that is not a balanced fucking team. When he had Pete Carroll, everything was fucking clicking. You know what I mean? Nobody's perfect. Everybody in the NFL has interception. The best interception ratio that there is Lamar Jackson. Now, one of the things is that with Geno, the only thing that he's going to have to do to make everything possible is just not give up the ball. So I think with Chip Kelly, them working on what they need to work on moving forward, is going to be cool. Some of the running game that they did have actually worked, but sometimes the defense on Seattle would actually put them behind. So that's where a lot of quarterbacks start fucking up. If the defense is getting those 3 and outs and they're controlling the time of the clock, it's time for less mistakes. You know what I mean? For me, because
how do you control the clock, Lo?
Run the ball.
Exactly.
Right. So so that's the thing, man. So if you really, really look at it like that, the comfortability that he's gonna have instead of all the changing, knowing that they didn't want him in fucking Seattle when he was trying to work on his contract that third year when he was there. You know what I mean? Like, he knew that they didn't want him. They knew that they were going to make some changes. He didn't have a fucking the security blanket that he did have with Pete Carroll in that one year when they were making that move, when he had the great year. Second year, they already knew it was already rough because they want to go in different directions. Pete was already ready to 1 foot out the door. And I know that for a fact, not even just looking at this. It's basically documented. And like I said, my friend's a big fucking Seattle Seahawks fan, so we would talk ball all the time. He was like, man, there's a divide between the GM and fucking Carroll. You know what I mean? There's some people are saying Carroll's too old, the way he wants to run it, but then what's his name, Josh Snyder wants to have his own legacy. So that's what basically happened. So he was basically caught in the crossfire once again in a fucking midst of some bullshit. So now he knows for the next 3 years nothing's gonna change. He knows that Chip Kelly wants to work with him, and it's like everything's falling into place. Furpo, what's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a minute, man. Hopefully you're having a good one, dude. But overall, man, I mean, I'm not saying that nobody's perfect. Josh Allen gives up the ball a lot. And they still figure out ways to win, but they got great defense. They know how to scheme. They know how to play, they know how to play, what do they call it? Situational football. Situational football has not been implemented in the Raiders. They're like, dump it deep. Nothing's fucking working. Do this. Just let's see what happens. I don't think situational football was a part of the last couple years. Actually, the last 10 years. You know what I mean? So moving forward with that, and one of the things I like about Carroll is that Marshawn Lynch, other players, Mike Robinson, Seymour have all said it. All these big players have said it. They will do situational football to the fucking point to where when it happened in the game, they're like, how in the fuck did he know that it was going to happen in the game? Then that made them more confident in being prepared so they can actually move forward and try to get those wins. Now, are we going to get a lot of wins this year? Looking maybe 10. I'm hoping 10. But it looks like we're going to be about 8, 9, 9 and 8. You know, just
That's
with the
great,
whole
though.
situation.
That's
But
a
that
fucking-
is way better than exactly than what we had. So yeah, big huge.
We're not gonna look like we did last year.
No,
We look
exactly.
like a bad team.
Yeah, exactly.
We're gonna look like
I don't see a 10-game losing streak with this team. I don't see a 10,
Yeah.
no matter who I like or dislike. I don't see a game.
No.
I don't see a 10-game losing streak.
No. I
That
think
was
Gino's
bad,
going to be in
bro.
the best spot. I think everybody on this team has something to prove.
Yeah.
Everybody on this team has something to prove, bro. So that's a good thing. All right, Gio, man, have a good one, brother. Peace out.
I'll throw more yards. And then the thing, dude, is that we wanted Jameis Winston, and this dude was 30 for 30, bro. And we wanted to bring this dude in to start for our fucking team, bro.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
Yeah, it's crazy. So,
and we're over here worried about 20 and 11, 21, 22 and 11.
That's why I said that's why I said like even before, you know, that shit was like you gotta look at
only man ever. Only guy ever to grant 30 fucking touchdowns and 30 interceptions.
And that's the reason why I complain. But that's the reason why I was arguing with you earlier in the off season too, baby. Like with the Carr and Gino thing, like, and that's why I kept saying though too, like at this moment in their career, Gino's a better quarterback.
Oh yeah.
But I think peak for peak, Carr has been the better quarterback in his career. I mean, because Carr has had that one better, like. He's had the better year. He's had the almost MVP year. He started since, you know, his second year and all that shit. But that's why I kept saying, like when that question was asked to Low earlier about the interception to TD to interception ratio, because Gino didn't start his career good at all. He started his career trash. So it's like, that's why I think Gino's a better player now because he's been better recently. Especially under Pete Carroll, which
I wouldn't say that, bro. You get the Derek Carr fans are gonna be jumping on you.
Well, look at Derek Carr. I mean, shit, they could argue all they want, but look at what Derek Carr.
Aaron Rodgers right now, bro. I'll take Aaron Rodgers right now.
Derek Carr was forced to retire this year. It's like there's a reason why he was forced to retire this year, bro. It's like because first of all, shit, you heard that like last year when I was looking at videos of the Saints when the Raiders went over there and played them, bro. They hated that they had the Carr as a quarterback.
So they're saying that Geno Smith has a problem with fumbles, right? Oh yeah, I see it.
But it's crazy though, man.
So listen, Geno Smith's had 17 game plays, fumbles, but guess what? Lost fumbles, 0. 5 fumbles. Lost 3, 2023. Lost fumbles 8, lost 4. So
that's not good.
That's not bad, especially the 9 and 0.
That's bad.
No.
Losing that one,
losing the ball. No, losing the ball. But he had 9 fumbles last year, the most in his career, but lost 0 of them. So that's good. So if it got fumbled, knocked out of his hand, dropped, he covered it, somebody recovered it, regardless of whatever. So he did not give up the ball, but there were fumbles there. You see what I'm saying? So it's like,
if you're doing that and throwing picks, and I understand why.
Yeah. Oh yeah. If you lost all fucking 8 or all 9, yeah, you know what I mean. So.
And it also matters, you know, if you did that when he fumbled, you know, was it
right?
You know, when he did it, was it behind the line of scrimmage? Was it?
I don't even know who those guys are, bro. To be honest with you.
But as long as you didn't lose it, that's you can lose 20 yards and fumble the ball, bro.
Yeah. Interception. No, I said interceptions as well. I'll tell you exactly how many interceptions he got. He had 15 out of 21 touchdowns. He also got sacked 50 times.
But compare it to what is he as quarterback, starting quarterbacks in the NFL? What is he in that area?
18th.
Was any of our quarterbacks ahead of him? The minimal games that they both played?
No.
So what are we talking about, bro?
Exactly. It's an improvement.
Yeah, for real.
Yeah. No, but somebody, Brock, somebody said it.
Did we
You said
get
interception, but I'm saying
20
give it up
touchdowns last year? The quarterback? Did both our quarterbacks get 20 fucking touchdowns last year? Together? All three of them? I doubt it.
Yeah.
All right, he did it by himself.
It's going to be a better year, man. Just it's not going to be the best year. I
think
like
so.
what Kenneth says right here. Floor is 7, ceiling is 10. With this team that we got right now, it's a huge turnaround, and I'm excited.
I am too now. Like,
But
but
you could have it like 7, yeah. I'm excited, bro.
If we could take an 8-win team. Let me ask you guys this: if you take an 8-win team, and those games that we play better, we look better, we rush for 120 yards, you know, and we got a quarterback that gets 250, couple of touchdowns, and then we get receivers that are up to 90 yards, 100, or whatever. We look better. It's just like a crazy play happens, and we in games like that, you know, all the time, and we just can't get over the head. That's a young player team. You know what I mean? You got young players making those type of mistakes, and you can understand that. It's not gonna say we're ass, but we were ass last year, bro.
Yeah.
It's hard for me to say that, but just look at all 17 games that we lost. Ass.
bro,
we weren't doing it. The Atlanta game, dude. I never fell asleep unless I was fucking drunk.
5-12, right?
I never. I've been sober 10 years, bro. The Atlanta game put me to sleep. Landon O'Connor was playing in that game, bro. Remember that Atlanta game, dude?
That's crazy, bro.
I've been sober 10 years. I ain't fell asleep on a Raider game since then. Who remembers that Atlanta game with the fucking competition with Geno Smith, quarterback in there that you want, was in that game?
O'Connell 2028.
See though, now we're gonna see, like, it's already, you know what, shit, we're already gonna be second week of fucking of June, basically.
It's coming, yeah, it's coming.
It's coming
Yeah,
quick.
it's coming. It's coming quick.
12.
Hey, Call of Duty's calling, bro. So I'm ready to go. You guys ready?
Yeah, for sure. I have my food
ready. We got fucking 20 minutes now.
Gabe wants to eat dinner with his family, bro. You not gonna let Gabe eat dinner with his family because you
Gabe could go, but Gabe could go all he wants. You got to stay.
I gotta do shit.
All this bullshit. We come in. People get excited when we're all together and want to be here.
Bro, but we're going live.
You gotta go be with family.
We're going live on Tuesday. We're gonna be here Thursday.
Mob and there. See, your time to that's cold, Gabe.
I was already thinking of a way to get out on Tuesday, but I'll be here on Tuesday. I promise. I'll be here on Tuesday.
Back to our regular schedule.
We're back to our regular schedule, bro. Okay. No more school, no more nothing. I got no bullshit. Set it all up.
I bet you Tuesday we got a new schedule. Logo. I gotta go. I got something I gotta do.
Hey, if I turn around and have a busy ass day on Tuesday, which I know I'm most likely going to, I will get out for a little early. You know what I mean? But I will be here. We will be here.
Don't even clock in. Disappointing.
Don't even clock in. I'll just quit my job, bro. I'll just quit my job.
Don't even clock in.
You want to quit my job?
Too much for you. You can't hang with it. You can't be in the workforce if you can't fucking do it all the way through. You can't do it. Can I leave 30 minutes early? I gotta go get something to eat,
bro. You know, let me tell you something about my coworker, bro.
I gotta go play a video game.
That's cool, bro. Look, check this out. We got this huge ass project at work, right? I turn around, looked at him. We finished what we had to finish. We looked at each other. All right, well, lunch till Monday, and getting paid for it, bro. So you know what? Why can't you be a coworker like that? Why can't you be my dog like that, bro?
I won't
lunch till Tuesday, right, bro. Lunch till Tuesday.
Well, see, you're just worried about where's my game. Where's gravy at?
Okay, so you want me to get you that get down with me, bro? Like, you know, if I tell you lunch till Monday, you're gonna say no. We're staying here 12 hours.
I don't want to work at that. I want to be there 16 hours. What's lunch, bro? What is that? You didn't hear that for 20 years, bro. What the fuck is lunch?
Get out of here.
If I don't get paid for it, I ain't gonna do it. You got to clock out for lunch, but fuck that. I can get paid.
All right, let's get out of here, bro. Let's have a good week.
You too.
And then looks it. Gravy's gonna be going live during the week, so don't be giving me shit if you're not gonna be going live during the week. You can go live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, bro. All those are the time. And then we'll be here on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Sundays. Come on,
Mike Lopez. That question, bro. Thanks shout out for the $2 too. But
shout out Mike,
hopefully
bro.
none of them. Hopefully none of them, bro. Because hopefully that we get on the right track to where we're not in need of a quarterback that high. Because it looks like those guys will probably be higher end draft picks. You know what I mean? Like probably in the higher rounds. So it's like, hopefully we don't need a pick in 2026 like that. You know what I mean? So hopefully none of them. But if I were to take any of those guys right now, like I don't
even know who these guys are, to be honest with you.
Drew Allers from Penn State. Dylan Raiola
I wouldn't mind taking a Fernando Mendoza, but shit, Ice might get his ass. I don't know.
Dylan Raiola's the Patrick Mahomes lookalike. So I see that.
Watch out, Fernando. You might be in the wrong state, homeboy. You better get out quick.
Hopefully none of them, bro. Like hopefully we don't have to take any of those guys. But I would probably pick the guy I'm most familiar with right there, because I don't want Dylan Raiola from Nebraska. But I would take probably $2.
Well, we'll do good thing, Mike. I appreciate the $2, man. I really, really do, man. You know, and I thought I answered the question earlier, but let's enjoy this year before we start getting into it, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to look that far ahead. I mean, sometimes it gets a little. What does they say? If you looking past you, there's depression. You look forward too much. It's anxiety. Well, I'm not trying to get the anxiety cool. I'm trying to chill out. I want to enjoy this season, man, with my Raider people. Have some good fucking, good games to talk about. You know what I mean? And that's pretty much what it is, bro. Like, you know, I don't want to look too far ahead. Now, I hope all these guys can, I wish we could get all number 1 draft picks. You feel me? So, you know what I mean? But if we get all number 1 draft picks, that means
over there looking at wifey, bro, and you don't want to let him go, man. Let's go. Shit.
Yeah, all right, let's go. Oh, now I gotta let him go. Get out of here, bro. All right, man. Thank you guys for pulling out. We appreciate you guys. Hit that live on the way. Hit that like button on the way out. If you haven't subscribed, go to subscribe to the Jam channel. Man, well, we tell you guys all the time, man. Be thankful what you do got, what you don't. Don't drink and drive. And on 3, how we always end it. We will be live Tuesday. Look at the bottom right there. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Sundays. We'll be back. New time, 6 o'clock. I'll fix the thumbnail, stuff like that. We appreciate you guys, man. You guys have a great fucking week. Gravy will be live during the week, too. So, get on Gravy, man. Hit Gravy up. Be like, where the lives at?
A lot of content.
Yeah, we got content coming, man. We appreciate you guys, man. Yeah, man. You guys have a great week, and we'll see you on Tuesday on 3, like we end every single show. Let's go. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Raiders!
Eater.